Most people believe investing is something only rich people can do. They think you need hundreds of thousands of naira before you can even start. But that's not true. You can start investing with as little as 10,000 naira. Yes, just 10,000. And while it may seem like a small amount today, learning how to invest early can completely change your financial future. Because investing is not about starting with huge money. It's about building the habit of investing consistently over time. In this video, I'm going to show you how beginners in Nigeria can start investing with just 10,000 naira, what to invest in, and how to grow your money step by step. By the end of this video, you'll realize something powerful. The biggest advantage in investing is not money, it's time. First, let's understand something important. Investing is different from saving. Saving means keeping money in a bank account. Your money stays safe, but it barely grows. Most savings accounts in Nigeria offer very low interest. Sometimes it's not even enough to keep up with inflation. That means your purchasing power of your money slowly decreases over time. Investing is different. When you invest, your money is used to buy assets that can grow in value. Over time, those assets can increase in price, and your money grows with them. One of the most common ways people invest is through the stock market. When you buy a stock, you are buying a small ownership in a company. If the company grows and becomes more valuable, the value of your shares can increase. Some companies also pay dividends, which means they share part of their profits with investors. Now, here is something many beginners in Nigeria don't realize. You can invest in two major markets. You can invest in Nigerian companies, and you can also invest in international companies, especially companies in the United States. For example, investors around the world buy shares in companies like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and Google. These companies have grown massively over the years, and platforms now exist that allow Nigerians to invest in those companies. One example is Trove Finance, which allows Nigerians to invest in US stocks and ETFs. If you want to explore investing in international companies later, you can check out Trove Finance. I've placed the Trove link in the comment section so you can easily find it. But here's the important part. If you're starting with just 10,000 naira, it is usually better to begin with Nigerian stocks. Why? Because Nigerian stocks are easier to access with small amounts of money. Transaction costs are lower, and you can buy shares directly from companies listed on the Nigerian exchange, also known as NGX. Many strong Nigerian companies are listed on the stock exchange. Banks like GTCO, Zenith Bank, and Access Holdings. Consumer companies like Nestle Nigeria and Dangote Sugar. Industrial companies like Dangote Cement. These companies have been operating for many years and are well known in the Nigerian economy. Some of them also pay dividends to shareholders every year. That means investors not only benefit when the stock price increases, but they can also receive income from dividends. Now you might ask, how exactly can someone start investing in Nigerian stocks with just 10,000 naira? The process is actually simpler than most people think. The first step is to open a stock brokerage account with a licensed Nigerian stockbroker. Today, many brokers allow you to open an account online. Once your account is approved, you can fund it and start buying shares on the Nigerian exchange. The second step is to fund your account with the amount you want to invest, even if it's just 10,000 naira. The third step is to choose companies you want to invest in. Beginners often focus on strong, established companies with good track records and consistent performance. For example, some Nigerian banks are popular among investors because they regularly pay dividends. But here is an important rule. Never invest all your money in just one company. Try to spread your investment across different companies if possible. This is called diversification. Diversification helps reduce risk. If one company performs poorly, the others can help balance your investment. Another important thing to understand is that investing is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Many beginners make the mistake of trying to double their money overnight. They chase hot tips, they follow rumors, they try to trade every day. This usually leads to losses. Smart investors think differently. They focus on long-term growth. They invest in strong companies and allow time to do the work. Because one of the most powerful forces in investing is something called compound growth. Compound growth means your money earns returns, and those returns start earning returns too. Over time, this creates a snowball effect. Your investment begins to grow faster and faster. Let's look at a simple example. Imagine you start investing 10,000 naira today, and every month you add another 10,000 naira to your investment. At first, the growth might seem slow, but over several years, your investments can grow significantly. The key is consistency. Invest regularly, be patient, and allow time to work in your favor. Another thing beginners must understand is that the market moves up and down. Some days your investments will increase, some days they will decrease. This is completely normal. Even the strongest markets in the world experience ups and downs. The mistake many beginners make is panicking when prices fall. They sell out of fear. But experienced investors understand that market dips are temporary. In fact, some investors see market dips as opportunities to buy good companies at cheaper prices. So instead of reacting emotionally, successful investors stay calm and focused on the long term. Now let's come back to the idea of starting with small money. Many people delay investing because they feel their money is too small. They say things like, "I'll start investing when I have 100,000 naira," or "I'll start when I have 500,000 naira." But the problem with that thinking is time keeps passing. Years go by, and they still haven't started. Meanwhile, someone else started earlier with smaller amounts, and because they started earlier, their investments had more time to grow. So the real advantage in investing is not how much you start with, it's how early you start, even if it's just 10,000 naira. The goal is to start building the habit, learn how the market works, make your first investment, then continue investing as your income grows. Later, when you have more money, you can expand your investments, you can diversify more, you can invest in additional Nigerian companies, and you can also explore international investing. Platforms like Trove Finance allow Nigerians to invest in US stocks and ETFs. Again, if you want to learn more about that option, the Trove link is in the comments section. But remember, every big investor started somewhere. No one begins with millions. They start small, they learn, they stay consistent, and over time, their investments grow. So if you've been waiting for the perfect moment to start investing, this is your reminder. You don't need huge money. You don't need to be an expert. You just need to start. Start small, learn, start building the habit. Because years from now, the money you invested today could become something much bigger. And one day, you might look back and realize that starting with 10,000 naira was one of the best financial decisions you ever made.